Hi, I'm Dave Penyuk of Revenue.com coming at you with another quick real estate investing video tip. One of the biggest mistakes that new real estate and any real estate investors can often make when looking and investigating and evaluating a property is to only focus on the numbers. A lot of real estate mentors out there and programs say just focus on the numbers, it takes the emotion out of the equation, and you just follow that system like clockwork. But what they often don't emphasize, at least initially, is you need to look beyond just the numbers. Numbers are important, don't get me wrong, they're very important, whether you're investing in stocks, bonds, gold, real estate of course, but there is so much more to just looking at the numbers on any investment. So what am I talking about exactly? Well, one of the most important things that we like to tell our students and we recommend to various people are you need to look at the area around the property. You need to do drive-bys, for instance. Get a good look at what is attractive and not attractive in that area. Are there some nice houses? Are there some very ugly houses? The numbers won't tell you that. They might a little bit by getting the value, but they won't actually show you how that area looks. Google Street View is great for that, by the way, if it's in your city. Another thing is, what is that property and the area around that property zoned for? Are there different things you can do with that property? Increase the highest, make it the highest and best use of that property. You need to look into that. You also need to look at restrictions. Condominiums often have restrictions on rentals or even pet restrictions. You need to look at that. Again, it's not a number per se, it's just understanding what is allowed in that property. You also want to look at what's in the area in terms of schools and shopping and public transportation. How easy is it for a potential tenant or tenant buyer to get around when they're in your property after you acquire it? You need to drive around and see those sorts of things. And of course, are there any environmental concerns? Things like, I could say termites or whatever, but like a gas station. Is there an old gas station nearby? Or say, is there a railway nearby that's really noisy? You won't know that by just looking at the numbers. So again, getting a good sense of what's in and around that area. And finally, one of the most underrated and ignored aspects is what does your gut tell you? You could call it emotion. I don't call it emotion. I say it's your gut. So what is that? What is your gut telling you about that property? It's very important. Now I'm going to give you a very, very quick example of where I should have listened to my gut and I should have done more research and not just looked at the numbers. We bought a sixplex in Niagara Falls a few years ago, basically no money down, and it was a cash flowing cow. Moo moo! $1,000 a month we were making on that thing. Wonderful! It was so exciting to buy that property. But after about 6 months, I started to learn, oh wow, the numbers were decreasing very, very quickly. So what should I have done? I should have looked to see there was a very transient population, there was issues around there, there's prostitution, there's a whole bunch of bad things that I would have known if I had have done some more drive-bys and some more investigating. So make sure you look at more than just the numbers. For making more revenue with real estate, check out Revenue.com.